The offense lining up for a first down play. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Jennings. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Give to the fullback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Let's be honest, Reese. Like, the only time the fullback gets the football is usually in short yardage situations, and the defense was locked in. You got to try to get penetration with that defensive line. They did a good job of it. Nowhere to go with the football for the big fella.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Going up top on first down. Fires the pass, intercepted. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll put it in play from their own 12-yard line, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception for this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Right, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Try to get it on the ground. He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a first down for Marshall.
Well, you got to have a lot of confidence in your offensive line to go for it in that situation of the field at this juncture of the game, but this head coach does, and his offense shows you why. Great job up front getting some push, and the running back knew exactly where he needed to go.
They'll give it to him again. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's got his man. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Offense set on first down. He wants to throw. Makes the catch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. The back goes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Deep. Stumbled to the ground.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown.
Gotta do better than that.
Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering herd offense coming out. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a first down for Marshall.
And most importantly, they got the first. They've been getting pushed around up front this game and haven't created a lot of lanes to run the football, but you needed it. You needed that first down. You needed to get the sticks moving. You need to run some clock, so good job by the offense finding a little bit of space to get the first down.
Toss sweep to the left. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains, to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. completion to the sideline. A solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Now facing a 3rd and long. Keeps it on the bootleg. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got his man. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. The lone back's got it. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
So as a defensive guy, they line up in a formation. You know they're heavy on one side. Then all of a sudden, boom, 2 guys pull, and they go the other direction. So you can't really load up and play that. That counter keeps you off balance the defense. It makes you really be honest.
2nd down coming up. They run the reverse. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
You know, this offense does a nice job creatively attacking the perimeter of the field. They did it right there with that jet sweep getting the first down.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweep pull and catch is plenty to give him a first down.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. Looking to throw it again. Finds his back in the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a first down for Marshall.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Looking to go up top on first down. Gets open down the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
From the red zone, looking for a man. And that pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown at State. What a great play. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He's looking to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Jennings. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is
second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. And they desperately want it. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like we just have...
Nothing but green ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
The give to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Going for the big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Marshall quick to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20.
Come on, defense.
Up right here, one time.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll throw it on 1st down. He rifles one deep down the middle. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. The give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got the quick pass. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Marshall trying to make this red zone trip pay off. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Pressure coming. Bought a little time, lets it go.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
And back to the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. It's a reverse. And the defense was ready when the wide receiver got the ball. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space. See it?
He's going for the big play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Reels it in down the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Wants to throw on first down. Using the quick game.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He wants to pass it on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Jennings. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Trying to get the corner. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Getting late, pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And the interception was enough. Offense in a bunch formation. Quarterback will audible. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Gonna take a shot. Here's an interception. Oh, and they... The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. And they come out with a field goal lead. Defense just got to stop now to capitalize, David.
Yeah, keep the momentum going, right? Defense did a great job. They held.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown! After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.